was the last? Oh, you were in town here in Michiana one time, anyways, at the multicultural festival here in Goshen, Indiana. Radio Horizonte was one of the sponsors that time
That's
too.
right. That's right.
And I was hoping you were going to come back earlier, you know. But it's been a long time because we didn't do that this year. I don't know. It's slated it for 2020. I hope it's bigger and better, and I hope that we can have people like you come join us. But
people know that would be dope.
yeah. So what have you been up to since then, man? What's been happening?
Oh, life's been crazy. Families getting bigger, kids are getting bigger. Man, projects out, tagonometry, and just letting the people feel the music, and then in the spare time working on more. So, yeah, it's been a good run.
Now, T.A.G, how did you? Well, first the name T.A.G. What is that all about?
T.A.G, it stands for Totally Against the Grain. Really, it's a cultural statement about music and where it's headed, and just I kind of took a look around and where music was going, and was like, I don't really like that. So I wanted to head in a different direction. So and sometimes that just makes me feel like I'm against the grain.
All right. Now, if you're just joining us, or because we're just logging on to Facebook Live right now and YouTube Live, if you're just joining us, T.A.G is in the studios. T.A.G is an artist with Light Riders Music. He's been an artist with Light Riders Music for a while now, right?
That's right. That's right.
And he was here a few years ago at the Goshen Multicultural Festival that happened at Roger Park, and which Radio Horizonte was one of the sponsors that year. And T.A.G, when did you decide that you want to do music? I mean, or when did you figure out your talent in music and you wanted to do it?
That's like two different questions. So,
how did you start with music then?
Okay,
how did you start with music?
Okay, so I officially started as an artist when I was 17.
Mm-hmm.
That was I graduated in 04, so I'm gonna say 04.
2004.
Yeah.
And how did you get to that stage? I mean, how did you just wake up one day and how did you get to that stage that you say you want to do music?
Honestly, it happened right around the time about musically, when I knew I wanted to do this professionally. It happened around the time about 2000. A song called Country Grammar came out.
Ooh, that was Nelly. My wife liked that song. Yeah.
And I remember because I remember I think I wasn't even supposed to be watching or whatever. So I tuned in. It was on TRL or whatever it was. And it came on, and I was just like, I remember I was sitting in the living room, and I was like, I can do that. I can do that. And so that was kind of it. After that, I was writing, and I was in love with it. So that was it. That was the start.
All right. Wow. Country Grammar.
Yeah.
On TRL.
Yeah.
That was it.
Anybody remembers TRL?
Oh, that's a long time, I guess. That's a long time, I guess. Well, we're going to take a musical break right now. This is commercial free out here on the Smash Show on Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. T.A.G is still here in the studios. We still got a lot more to talk about, so don't touch that down. Right now, we're going to be playing Otra Trago. That's what. Oh no, we're having Sunflower with Post Malone, a theme song from Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie. Take it away, Toby. We can have that on right there. So how we doing so far?
Good.
All right. TRL, man. Yeah, they already know how old you are, man.
Yeah, I know. I just dated myself right off the bat. Like, man, I should.
Oh wow.
It's the original TRL.
Oh wow. Do they have another one right now?
They had another one.
A reboot?
Yeah, I think it's already gone.
Oh, they chopped it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Phew. That's 19 years ago. Lord.
19. Wow.
That record was monster. It was monster.
Yeah, Erica liked it so much. She gave the album to my brother.
Did you want me to get this to you?
Uh, sure. How many is on this?
There is 4, I think, on there.
Okay. Toby, you know how we did it the last time?
Yeah.
You go and look at it in local.
What?
It's still in virtual. It's coming up. It's still loading. It'll be.
Should say trigonometry.
I think it's the one that says F. Oh, there are a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, there's a folder called trigonometry right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one. All right. You're not going into it like that. You close that one or minimize it. Your music is about to stop. But still, you hear in local. Local. High band. No. High band. K. Is that what I said it was?
F.
F. Yeah. What's the next one?
Yeah.
Play no track it and then we'll look for this one. Okay, F. F. Uh-huh. And then find trigonometric. Yeah, that one. And that's
There should be a folder in there.
Oh, okay. There's another folder in here.
It's named WLG.
Oh, okay. All right. That's a folder. You can't miss it.
Okay.
Go down all the way down.
All the way down. Because it's W. Is that it? Uh-oh. Nope. I don't think there's a folder in here.
Hmm.
Oh, this one.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
All right.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Okay. Gracias. Are we on still? It's on. Okay, nope. Okay. No. So I'm gonna jump ahead and we're gonna talk about your musical influences and then which song you want us to play first?
We can start with Today.
Today. Okay. And then we're gonna talk about that song and then we're gonna play that today. So you know where you are here, right? So you know what's coming up next. Okay. All right, we'll do today. All right. No lo trate on the 104.3 FM Horizon Radio. The station is bridging cultural diversity with music and information. Pitbull in the house. All right, it's almost done. My microphone blocking that. Yes. Got it. You're still tuned to 104.3 FM Horizon Radio. The station is bridging cultural diversity with music and information. Your number one bilingual community radio station in Michiana. Right now, we have a special guest in the studios. T.A.G, still in the studios. How you doing, sir?
Good. I'm still here.
All right. Now, we've had a lot of Light Riders music artists in the studios. And, we've all had different kinds of conversation. Now, for T.A.G right now, I'm going to ask you, who are your musical influences? Besides, country grandma, right, Nelly and stuff. Who are?
I had three as I was starting, and I had Nelly, I had Eminem, and I had Bow Wow.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and so lyrically it was Eminem, sonically Nelly, and then Bow Wow and just his smooth flow, and so that was what's up. Nowadays, I'm inspired by every new artist I come across, and so if I find new talent, that's what excites me. Somebody's no one's heard it before, so that's me.
Now take us through the roster of people that you work with, along your career.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot. It's I work with a lot of people no one's ever heard of before. Because I spend a lot of my time just trying to develop new talent more than even my own career.
And so, you speak into the microphone, so
yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Okay, that's better. Okay. Yeah, and so let's see. I work with a lot of pop artists and rock bands, which is weird for a hip hop artist. So.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. So some of their names.
Let's see. Hip hop artists, K-drama, some rock bands, For the Moment, 3 Times Driven, all the artists in the Light Rider camp, obviously. A lot of artists out of Michigan. Shout out to Jazz. Shout out to oh man, I'm on the spot right now. But yeah, I'm gonna hit myself in the head for not remembering all the names right now.
Well, as we go on, anyways,
yeah.
If you remember them, you can just
I'm
shout
gonna
out. So yeah. Now tell us a little bit about this song that we're about to play. It's titled Today. What's the reason behind Today?
Today is honestly, it's just a feel good jam. Every hour.
Hey, I know T.A.G. He has a lot of feel good jams. So that's one thing I know about T.A.G. There's never a dull moment. So yeah.
So it's just a feel good jam. It's just talking about not every some days it's just a good day. You're just driving along and the windows down and the music is up and it's a good day. And so that's how I like to live my life. Like it's a good day.
All right.
Today.
Coming up next, exclusively here on the Smash Short Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. Today, I T.A.G the Light Riders music. Take it away, Toby. Is it licensed by CD Baby?
What?
Is it like CD Baby distribution? They're gonna cut us off if I put it out. Because I did that with Incline, and yeah. I'll try it. Today, by T.A.G, here on the Smash Show on Horizon Radio, 104.3 FM.
That's just what we do. It's what we do. Ain't trying to let nothing hold us down, nothing hold us down. Roll through the city, we just cut every window down, taking every lyric and that carry for people around. We going at it like we trying to shut it down. Got to worry today, no worries, no way. No day is perfect, but I'm cool and okay. And we got a lot of problems, but they know how to.
You can share that too if you want. That's going on live right now too. Is it Jay? Happy New Year! Oh, wow. You still to call me, man. Just for a while. We're gonna be in the studio.
Living in the open, like everyone did all. Got our hands up, like a couple involved. Our favorite song playing, we all free. Sitting at the top of our lungs, so off key today. We won't be seeing the bottom, no seeing the problem. Leaving without it, gotta do what we got. And we all just laughing, I heard see. I keep on snoring while I'm laughing. It's killing me, it's killing me. Never stop, I'm on it now, this I'm on it now. Cause this is our time, and we gon' live it out. And today we acting like we got it all figured out. Well, at least that's what we figured out.
Smile on my face, windows down, music plays, ain't no way, break it down. I'm living up today like it's so crazy, crazy. My head up like just gonna live it out. I'm living up today.
I'ma live it up, I'ma live it up. I'ma live it up, I'ma live it up. I'ma live it up, I'ma live it up. I'ma live it up, I'ma live it up today.
Smile on my face, windows down, music plays, ain't no way, break it down. I'ma live it up today like it's so crazy, crazy. My head up like just gonna live it out. I'ma live it up today.
Hey, what's that?
Idris te trae la onda agro, el Smash Show. Los éxitos de 7 a 9 de la noche.
And that was Today by T.A.G featuring Jay, right?
J Rianne, yeah, that's
Jay
Rianne.
Oh, wow.
One of the many artists I work with.
That is-
artists I work with.
That is awesome. That's awesome. Wow.
Shout out to Lance Layden.
All right. Hey, how's Lance doing, man?
Lance is good. He's actually serving our country right now. So,
Oh, wow. Wow, that's awesome. I miss that guy, man. I miss that guy a lot. Now, as for artists, I think this is just something that every artist grapple with, you know. What are some of the challenges you faced while you were starting up? And how did you overcome those challenges? And what are the challenges that you're facing right now as, you know, you're not an up and comer anymore, you know? So what are the challenges that artists face?
as you know, starting out, you're just trying to find your own sound. You're trying to find your own lane.
Mm-hmm.
And you know that's trial and error, really.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's putting things out that don't work. And you know, I mean, and sometimes, you know, something works, and I honestly I've been blessed to be able to find my own lane.
Mm-hmm.
So nowadays the challenge is just, you know, I mean, how do I come up with the next best thing?
Oh, wow.
How do I write better than I wrote last album?
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, I put out so many just smash hits, as the show is. So as that is for me, the challenge is, you know, how do I not repeat myself but keep progressing as an artist? So
Nothing. Your evolution. You know, the evolution of T.A.G. It was never T.A.G before. It was something else. And so can you take us through that you know, how you evolved over the years, you know, as an artist?
So yeah, I mean, it went from Lil C to Cloud9 to, I mean, just trying.
So what was Lil C like?
Lil C honestly was a Nelly ripoff. That's what he was. And so I had the whole Nelly flow and everything. It was crazy. And so I told you I wanted to be just like him.
Oh, wow.
And so it's like I said, as an artist, you're coming up and you're just trying to find your own lane. You're trying to find your own sound and what works for you. And so, yeah, you know, I changed my name to T.A.G in 2012 when I met up with Excalibur, CEO of Black Music. And, you know, I think at the time my name was Arsonist.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah,
and I was just passing CDs out in my car. And so, just humble beginnings, and you know what, the name switch, and honestly, when it came, new energy and new flow, and everything kind of went from there.
Oh wow! Now take us through a typical creative process for you. How do you go from your idea to writing the song and the production process? What is it like for you? Let's just say writing making a song.
Okay.
How do you do that?
Okay. So, I live life. I'm an inspired artist, so I live life and I write about what's going on in my life, and so a lot has to do with I love headphones. love headphones. I always joke that if my house was on fire and I had to run back and get one thing, it would have been my headphones. And so
I hope all the kids are the wife
this is barring the kids and the wife and all that. So if they was out the house, I had to pick a material possession.
Yeah, headphones. Oh, okay.
And so, I throw on a beat and I vibe, and I sit and I work with it, work with the melody, work with what am I feeling, what's going on, and so I start, and sometimes songs is I sit down and write them all at once, and sometimes it's it takes time. You write a line and you come back to it and write another line, and it depends on really what's going on, and we go from there.
Now this one, these walls. Tell us about what is it? What is the number one thing behind it, and what is the process behind these walls?
Oh, these walls! That song was crazy. These walls were one of those songs that I sat down and I just wrote, and it was one of those songs that was very difficult to write because it was so emotionally driven and so real in front of my face that it was like I could. It was hard to write, and so it's just going through. I had a bunch of friends at the time that was all going through very, very hard struggles. And so, it was crazy because it was all happening at the same time. I had a whole bunch of them. And it was like, man, what do I say? I'm supposed to be an artist that, not only raps, but gives hope. And so what do I say to all of my friends who are struggling? And so what came out was these walls.
These walls. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, again, from T.A.G, this one's titled These Walls, and you hear it here on 104.3 FM on Horizon Radio. Take it away, Toby. Yeah. No.
You're on this track. This is the one you're on.
Yeah.
Put that out there.
She's exhausted already from the thoughts and back. Wants to just sleep in a bed, but she can't come back. Having cancer at 17, imagine that. When you're just a kid and get that diagnosis back. So much like the hand is like the dawn just cracked, and then here comes the water, puts the falls in that. Such a beautiful smile, like the breath she contains. But it's hard to smile at that poison flows through her veins. I had this even happen, no word can explain. So my friends become umbrellas just to keep out the rain. We tell her be strong, be brave, we cheer her with fists. But sometimes these walls high and they dare us to quit. So we pierce the little button, don't you ever forget. You're not alone, we standing with you through this. I may not know how I really know how you feel. And I cannot explain it. No, I can't explain it. I know you need to be. I guess you don't even tell me now.
tell the story. Tell the story.
I love it though. I love it though. It's a good track. It's good. Everything was great about it. Yeah.
I think this is the most control I've ever given. And so the fact that you just came in and you really took care of what you put the energy behind it, the emotion behind it.
I always like working with you, man. It's always fun. I don't know what we're gonna get out of it anyway, but it's always gonna be good. Yeah.
Just to walk in one day, that's the breath in his lungs. When did you even say that? Cause a piece of a die left with a hope and a soul, and there's no answer to why. Parents should never bury kids. My God, so unfair. Do you not see these kids? My God, do you care? Face the pain. It's something opposite path, but it's funny. I'm breaking pain and living possible. Yeah, wrestling, cause I don't understand the pain in the air. Is that the breath that other day? Every child we carry. So we hit our knees and break respect with life get blurry. Some things we never see and our life we hurry. But these walls they hit us all and we frustrate in the story. Let's go. Let's go, yeah. Right. Taylor. Allison.
Nah, we gotta talk about this one, man.
They lead.
Yeah. All right. Full disclosure.
You got to sing that hook live.
Yeah, we did it at a church.
Yeah.
Somewhere in Rochester. Yeah. That's different.
Idris te trae la onda Aglo, el Smash Show, los éxitos de 7 a 9 de la noche por Horizonte.
And that was a tag featuring, hey, full disclosure though, before we move on. There, I really enjoyed making that song with Tag though. I was going on the hook. So I really enjoyed making that song with Tag. That song was very, very inspirational. It really touched my heart.
That song turned out perfect. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm so glad I asked you to be on that hook because man, I would not have. I don't think anybody else could have done what you did on the hook.
You'll probably find somebody, but I'm glad I was the one on it anyway. So
I knew when I was writing the song, I was like, I gotta get him, and that's man.
Hey, I'm overloaded on the track.
That's right.
Hey, with Tag.
That's right.
Here on 104.3 FM on Horizon Radio. Now, we're gonna move on with our conversation, but right now, Lord Toby is gonna do the weather forecast, and we're gonna be right back.
Again, weather forecast on Horizon Radio. My name is Lord Toby, and tonight there will be early showers with a low of 33. Tomorrow it will be sunny with a high of 55 and a low of 42. And on Sunday it will be mostly cloudy with a high of 60 and a low of 37. Keep listening to 104.3 FM, Horizon Radio.
And thank you, Lord Toby, for giving us a preview of what the weather is going to hold for us. And tomorrow, you said there's going to be early showers. Was that tonight? Tonight it's going to be early showers. Tomorrow it's going to be sunny. So yeah, you don't need no umbrella tomorrow. And on Sunday it's going to be mostly sunny. So it's going to be a great Sunday, man. Great weekend. I think it is shaping up to be. Tag is still in the studios. Tag.
Yeah.
And
What
now,
up?
what has the reception been, about tagging them on? Tag going.
Technology?
Yeah, please.
Yeah. It's been cool. It's been real cool. It's a very diverse album for me. I just wanted to take all of kind of my side and personalities and throw them on into an album. And so it's a little bit crazy, but the reception's been very, very well received. So
Now, tracking back, can you tell us a little bit about some of the your past works? Your albums,
yeah.
album and mixtape project. If you have some.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Okay.
We're not gonna talk about that.
All right, album project.
Okay. So my first album was called On That Swing. Crazy because the first album, this title for the first album, On That Swing, that song just blew up, and so it kind of started everything. And then my second project, One Love, was ended up blowing up again. And then my third project, Scars Rise, amazing album. I'm so blessed. And that one actually landed my music in several countries.
Oh, wow.
And then this is my fourth studio album. And so we just we doing it again.
Doing it again. Like riding.
Another one.
Yeah. Hey, you gonna get us cut off the radio. Now, do you have any formal education in music, though? Like some people are like, classically trained, blah, blah, blah.
I do not. I wish I did, but I do not.
Oh, now, the album that you're talking about on that thing, Stars Rise, what again?
One Love.
One Love and Tag. I'm not gonna try to say it again, but it's okay. Tagonometry. Though, I see stuff differently because I'm from another place. It's okay. Aliens live among us. So, who are the artists that are on those tracks with you on those albums?
Yeah. Let's see. Jade Rand, we talked about her earlier. Lance Lannon, of course, Amogo Reloaded.
Yes, sir.
Excalibur. Let's see. Is there anybody fucking? 3CK. 3CK. We cannot forget about 3CK.
Oh no, I met 3CK at open mic one time on last Thursday. And I was like, hey, I've been having all Light Riders music artists on the radio. You need to be on the radio too. Let's make it happen. Like, okay. So 3CK, if you're listening, you need to come to the radio still.
Yeah.
Now, is your all your works exclusively done by 3CK? No, or how does that work? I mean,
as far as
Light Riders stuff.
Oh, mine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Now, and 3CK you've been working with for how long now?
Let's see, since my first album, so 2012. Yeah.
2012.
Yeah.
Now, moving on, I want to talk about the next song that you have. Oh, you said international.
Yeah.
Now the third album was the one that took you
International. Yeah.
And what are the countries that it ended up pinging at?
Italy, really love the album.
Wow.
Russia, crazy.
Oh wow.
Russia, and a couple other countries that I can't think of right now, but those were the two big ones, Italy and Russia. And so a lot of the numbers and the buzz came from those two countries. And so shout out to those two countries. Hey,
Italy and Russia, shout out. Now, puzzle pieces.
yes, puzzle pieces.
Tell us a little bit about that song.
Puzzle pieces just came out of kind of the current climate of like the United States and just kind of where we're at as a country, and also kind of where I was at, and kind of like in life, you kind of feel like you don't know where you fit in this whole thing, and so it's like where do I fit in this puzzle?
Hmm.
And so sometimes you feel like you ever put together one of those 1,000 puzzles.
I tried and I gave up.
See, that's me. But the thing is, like, I've always noticed there are certain pieces that you know exactly where they fit in this puzzle. Like you see an end piece and you're like, oh, that's an end piece. I know exactly what that is.
Exactly what that is.
And then there's the other pieces that they sit there until the very end of the puzzle, and then you're like, oh, that's where that goes. And so life can kind of feel like that sometimes, and you're like, I don't know where I fit in this whole thing. But you know what? Just because you don't know where you fit doesn't mean you don't fit. And so that's puzzle pieces.
All right, and in puzzles too, you know, you have to like set some stuff in place
Uh-huh.
before you can fit in that place. So
Exactly.
there might be a divine thing happening somewhere where your place has been set up so that you can fit in it.
For sure.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Puzzle pieces here on Horizon Radio 104.3 FM, and this one's still by a special guest T.A.G in the studios. Don't touch that dial. Is anyone featured on this?
Maria
Maria.
Danielle. Yeah.
Oh, I met Harmony at work.
Okay.
Yeah, do you know her?
I've met her once.
Oh, because I know people mentioned her while I was, rolling with the bar and stuff. And, wow. Oh, I love this. I heard this. Who is this?
This is Maria. This is do you remember? I don't know if you remember Sabrina. Sabrina
But it's okay. But this is good.
This is probably one of my favorite songs.
I heard it. They were like, what? Because I think they put it on when you send it to the it goes on YouTube.
But everybody try to chop up, everybody wanna side up, you better sit down. Everybody want free, yo, spend your life, dark in his box. Before you get offended, no cameras, no agendas, no porn, no attention. I just kinda wanna make it for a second, we can set a side up in a
We have about 11 minutes, I think.
Trying to put in his puzzle, and then like got pieces on the table. But everybody have
Puzzle pieces.
Yeah,
puzzle pieces. T.A.G in the studio. 104.3 FM. LIGHT. Rider. Yeah. Oh, she reminds me of somebody. Oh, this is cool. This is cool. Very nostalgic. Oh.
This is another one of those songs.
Oh, wow.
A lot of people not like me. Doesn't mean I catch judgment upon. I don't really get them all. I just know everybody wanna be loved and be wanted. All of us do. All of us messed up. All of us making it torn up. What I look like just cause I'm in the middle looking down on a piece of the corner. That's like work with since I was born with. Just been on the 10th on with. Mental was on it. Makes me sick how we get when we take that freaking virgin upon it. Some things we feel so mixed. Just like a mistake, just thrown in. Everybody like looking like skyscrapers. Meanwhile, I'm looking like stone. Let me take a sec to just hone in. No piece unimportant, no bit. Every single piece in the box goes in. Even if you think that's just too bad. Everybody gotta say, don't trip. Yeah, purpose not a race, don't fit. Life is a puzzle, you might be the last one in, but it don't mean a piece don't fit.
Oh, that's what I got. The last one in. But it doesn't mean the piece don't fit. Oh, this is nice.
Everybody got their own agenda. Everybody finding their own pieces of the puzzle. Pieces all around.
And she has her own work too. She has her own work too.
That's actually a worship video.
Cool.
Wow. I told you I'll be pulling them from crazy places.
Yeah. Where's she? I'm not doing this. work.
Idris te trae la onda Anglo, el Smash Show, los éxitos de 7 a 9 de la noche por Horizonte.
Wow, that was an amazing song right there. And
Appreciate it.
who do you say was featured on this one with you?
That is featuring Maria Danielle. She's an amazing worship leader and amazing friend. So yeah.
Oh wow, the song is awesome. The song is really awesome. Now, before we skip over the most important question, now where can our audience come support you? Where are you performing next? And where can they come see you perform?
Yeah, I'm actually the October 26th would be my next show. I'm going to be in 3 Oaks, Michigan, with a couple of friends, Jay Payne, True Music, and so that's going to be where I'm at, Michigan. So
In Michigan.
Yep.
And the date again is
October 26th.
October 26th in 3 Oaks, Michigan. And we're going to see that information on
Yes,
Facebook.
it will be
event
on
pages,
social
stuff like
media. So if you follow me on social media, T.A.G. Don't forget all 3 dots. Because that drives me nuts.
that. Right.
But yeah.
Now, about this song, this one that we're going to be playing right now, this one's called Home.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? Why did you write this song?
Oh, man, Home is just one of those songs that just like you're staring out the window and you're just thinking about life and romance and love and stuff like that. And I wanted to write a song that just kind of portrayed all that. And this is kind of from a perspective of a guy who's just kind of headed home on a tour bus and just like, hey, what am I thinking about? And I'm thinking about all the experiences that's going on.
All right, now, last question though. Out of all the emotions that you explore when you write, which one gets you the most? Which one is most useful in your process?
Most useful.
I mean, every emotion is useful, but which one do you find coming back to and writing with? Some people write when they're like really, really extremely excited and happy and stuff, and they work with that emotion. Some people work with, like the way Pieces of the Puzzle sounded nostalgic and stuff. Some people work with that kind of emotion and that kind of feel and stuff. So, what emotion which one does it for you?
Probably,
Most of
honestly,
the time.
I probably sadness. Probably sadness. My entire first album was written off of that, but it worked out. It was like a therapy session for me.
Yeah.
And so it works out. But yeah.
Oh wow! Now we're gonna be listening to "Home" from T.A.G.
Shout out to L.E. Lawan Easton. Yeah, Black Swan. Yeah, another dope artist. So he's featured on this track.
Okay. Hey, I hope you can get all those artists here come to the show though.
You need to get him here.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'll contact him. I said T.A.G. sent me.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna be listening to "Home" right now from T.A.G. from Black Riders Music. Enjoy.
Yeah, I've been on this road for a minute, doing shows, taking care of business. Plus, I got a couple priorities here to finish, but nothing feels good if I let myself admit.
Oh, look, we're now been watching Facebook.
And it don't matter what I'm doing.
Oh, wow.
My home is where the heart is. My home, well, then that's what you is. See, that's what you is. See, I've been trying to dream again. Moments breathing in. Lost a couple things along the way I was believing in. Let home to find me again. But then I realized what I had. Never wanted to be free again. I just want to be where you are. There's nothing in this world.
Almost done for the second segment.
So I write you for these things
I
apart.
thought you said that we were having that.
Listen, you be young
Which one is that?
and could you give me the stars?
I thought you said you were going to do this performance.
Oh, this is another one of my favorites. Woo! Oh wow! Hey, we're gonna have it, but we don't have the last one. That's what we don't have. But we have the Billboard stuff here. Just commercial free. We don't have anything here for commercials. Woo!
The days we would hit the park.
Oh, I need to get this people right here, man. Oh, wow.
They take your beautiful smile, beside just take a peek. The way you light up my world
Oh,
is never
wow.
hard to see. Without you here, it's like a missing part of me. And even on the good days, never good as it ought to be. Yo, take a good night text, call this life prep. Cause before you see the lights comes the mic check. And before you touch the mic comes the right session. That's how you know when it's the time, when it's the right set. 1,000 miles between us, 1,000 miles to go. On the bus, out the window, seeing out the coast. But no matter how this life unfolds, I swear that you I'm coming home. I'm It's from a place, over state of mind. I call it both, cause you stay in mind. Flipping through these pictures of these better times, thinking so many lonely nights in this better mind. But that's not the story, it's more like the page. Every day we writing, and every day I pray. You know how much I love and miss you, it will give you faith. For the night you hug your pillow, tears streaming down your face. But every time you miss me, I'm missing you as well. And every day inside, going crazy as hell. I made you a promise, I guess time will tell. Blowing bubbles, hearing bells. Yo, I never been so sure, never felt this before. Missing you is a fever, and your arms are cure. And if I learn
Let me shout out all our listeners.
the
Let me see if I can see them.
detour, for
No, it's not on there.
LWA.
Uh-huh. LW.
LWA.
Oh. It's still not coming out. It's okay.
I'll tag you.
Yeah.
Idris te trae la onda anglo, el Smash Show, los éxitos de 7 a 9 de la noche por Horizonte.
Oh, wow. That was awesome, man. That was really nice. I love that song. You say Lawan Easton
Yeah,
is featured on that? Whoa, whoa.
From
That,
South Bend, Indiana.
that is amazing. Shout out to Lawan Easton here from the Smash Show on Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. And thank you so much for stopping by the studios. But one last thing, though. Are we expecting a new album from T.A.G? And when should we be expecting it? That's a good question.
You know what? Yes, you are going to have a new album very soon. I'm working on it right now. When I cannot tell you.
If you tell me, you have to kill me. Then.
You're right,
It's top secret.
But yeah, I'm gonna throw some feelers out there. See what y'all thinking.
All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by the studios of Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. I know you travel a long way to be here, so appreciate you, my brother.
Of course.
Thank you very much, and I hope you'll be coming back pretty soon.
Of course. Appreciate the invite, man.
All right, this is the Smash Show Horizon Radio 104.3 FM. We are into the second segment right now. Oluwatobi is still in the studios, but before she sets up for Billboard Top 10 Countdown, I'm going to go talk to her guests and see them off. And Oluwatobi will be giving us something from Blanco Brown, and this one is called The Get Up. This is still 104.3 FM. A Billboard Top 10 Countdown. We'll be right back. Oh, I can't do that. All right. Thank you so much, man, for stopping by. I need to stop the videos so that she can play music and stuff. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Thank you so